So today is my first day going to work as a doctor. I just graduated from medical school and now I'm starting residency. And not only is it, my first day where everything is so new and different and I'm like full of excitement and fear and maybe even a bit of terror, I don't know. But today I'm actually on a call shift, which means I go to work for 26 hours and I take care of patients on the ward, and I'm going down to the emergency department and getting to assess and figure out what's wrong with patients and maybe bring them into hospital. So I guess my first day is more than a day, which is a little bit daunting, a little bit terrifying, as I said, but I'm really excited. So I think I have everything that I need. I've got stethoscope, my trusty scrubs, which is the best part of being on call because it's like wearing pajamas and you don't have to do your laundry because the hospital does it for you. So that's pretty awesome. But the one main thing I can't forget is my pager. And I wonder how many of you have actually seen one of these lovely devices ever. I had never even seen one before med school, I don't think. And basically it's a really old system where, I'll be talking to someone and this beeping sound will go off. And it means that someone dialed that number. And so all that pops up is a number. And the good thing is if I'm talking to someone, they know that I've been paged, so I can kind of run off and take care of something, rather than when your phone's like vibrating and you don't know how to like end the conversation to be like, I need to take this. So anyway, that's the best part about it. And then, so you go and you call this number back, and in the meantime, the person who paged you is just waiting by the phone. They're just waiting there until you're gonna actually call them. So it's, like a really old system, but that's what we use in hospitals still, which is very shocking and surprising. That's one thing. When I started med school, I had this idea that medicine would be very high tech. And maybe that's from all the TV shows that you see and the advertisements you see, but honestly, like, it is not. It is not high tech at all. At some point I'll bring you can see the call rooms and the places we sleep, and it's a totally different thing. That being said, I love it, and it's a fantastic experience, but definitely not the high tech one I thought it might be. Anyway, so I think I'm ready to go. I've got my name tag, which says doctor on it, and that brings up a whole other question of what do I actually, like, how do I introduce myself? What do I actually call myself? I'm used to being like, hi, my name's Siobhan, but I don't know if I should do that anymore, if I should say, hi, my name's Dr. Deschauer, but to be honest, it doesn't feel right yet, and it almost sounds pretentious because it's my first day. I don't really want anyone to call me doctor yet, even though I'm proud of it, but it doesn't feel right yet. So I don't know, I'm thinking maybe like, hello, my name is Dr. Deschauer, but you can call me Siobhan, and just kind of see how that goes. So anyway, lots of questions, lots of things to figure out. And so I will get back to you in 26 hours. Hopefully I'll have had a little bit of sleep, but I really think that's wishful thinking. Okay, let's go. So just walked in the door, actually back from this crazy day and a little bit, made it through in one piece, still smiling, still excited. But I'll tell you, I am tired, but it's a weird feeling. It's like all the adrenaline and it's just pumping inside of me and I feel myself going. And like I don't really feel like sleeping, but the outside of me just feels exhausted right now. This strange sort of, I don't know, combination of things going on in the body. But it was an exhilarating night at times, and at times I was just like, okay, just gotta put one foot in front of the other and just move through and go and see the next person. And but there were a lot of cool moments. Like the first time I got to write an order down and it actually went through and I didn't need to get it approved by anyone else. I got to make a decision and it went right in. So kind of scary, but like, I actually felt pretty good about it. I think that I was put in situations that I could actually handle, which was great. But then sometimes I just felt like so inefficient. Like you can just picture me in my scrubs, and I've got my bag going across me, and I have all these pagers, 3 different pagers lined up, waiting to beep, and they're heavy, so they're kind of clunking everywhere when I'm walking. And then I'm trying to sling my bag to the side and just kind of move efficiently, but of course I've forgotten something over there, or maybe I should have seen 2 patients over there, so I'm always going back and forth and back and forth, trying to like make it seem like I know what I'm doing. But the good part about that was I got a chance to meet a bunch of the nurses, and they got to know me and recognize me, and it just felt like a bit of a team at a certain point, which is nice, not to feel like you're on your own trying to figure this stuff out. So yeah, I think definitely successful day. Definitely long day. I think next time I'm gonna have to get my food a little bit closer to me. It was stored upstairs and I was downstairs for most of the day, so it was really hard for me to even go up and get anything. So I think I had a confusing day for time. So got there at 9 a.m., didn't have lunch until 4 p.m., and then I got 1 hour of sleep from 4:30 a.m. until 5:30 a.m. And now I'm kind of at this question of who am I? Where am I? What's going on? But a night that I'll never forget, that's for sure. So really exciting, and I wonder what it'll feel like on the next night. Will it still feel like this? Will I be just as excited? Or, right now I feel like there's so much I still need to learn, so I still feel like a student. But I'm starting to see there's certain things that I actually do know, and that I can kind of own, and I can do it with confidence. So it's a cool mix, but I feel like I have tons of support, and like I really feel like there's a million people that I can call, and so many people watching my back. So I never felt like I was alone, and I think that was my really big fear today. So yeah, I feel lucky about that. Anyway, I don't know if you can tell, but I feel exhausted, and I think all the adrenaline's coming off of now, so it's time for me to fall asleep. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to follow all my experiences as a new medical resident.